Go for it. Okay, I'm Gary Hughes with SilencerCo. We're here at the Silencer shoot in Dallas. Silencers are legal shoot. And I wanted to show and talk to you a little bit about our SilencerCo 5.56 Saker. The Saker is really unique in an industry full of different rifle cans because it's got basically three features that really set it apart. The first of which is the mounting system. We use a system we call the MAAD mount, and that stands for Multiple Accessory Attachment Device. What that enables us to do is have modularity on how the suppressor will interface with your rifle and the ability to interface the Saker with other kinds of mounts, other brands of mounts, not just our own. Typically what happens is when you buy a rifle silencer, you're not just buying a rifle silencer, you're buying a mounting system, and then you're stuck with that. So if you've got 10 AR-15s, you're going to put mounts on all of them. You're pretty inclined to stay with that one particular mounting system because of the cost. They're roughly $100 a piece out there in the industry. So the Saker has the ability to actually change that. So you can adapt your silencer to the mounting systems that you're using already, which really makes it unique. So this is the SilencerCo brand, and this is our design, the Trifecta MAAD mount. And the way this works is it will actually screw into the Saker body, and then through using the tool, which is actually just an AR-15 castle nut spanner wrench, you can actually tighten that down. And once you've got it tight, there's also a jam nut. So it locks in there, and there's a tapered gas seal in there, so it really seals it off good. The Trifecta flash hider is what interfaces with the Trifecta mount. So now a mount is no longer the flash hider. The flash hider is a separate entity on the Saker. So this will stay on your gun. It's got a taper here, very similar to what you would see on a cartridge case. So it looks like it's got a shoulder, and that's what it is. It's a shoulder, just like a rifle case. This essentially becomes like the chamber of a rifle, and to seat this in, that'll just drop in place like that, and then it's a simple matter of just rotating it and it'll lock in place. So the Trifecta is our mount. Now, we fully realize that a lot of people, myself included, have existing mounts from other brands, and we wanted to be able to interface with those. If you've got 10 mounts from one of our competitors, it just makes sense that we would make one of these MAAD mounts to interface with mounts that you already have. So this is the 51T. This interfaces with Advanced Armaments 51 tooth mount, and it'll screw right in. Same thing, take your stock wrench, clamp it down, and then we can interface with the blackout AAC mounts. Now, we don't use the same system that they use on their silencer. We actually have a lock ring, and that lock ring has teeth that'll come in and clamp around the outside. So even though we're using their mount, it's a totally different mounting system that we designed to interface with their system. So that gives you just that much more modularity on the Saker. The other thing that we do is we make a direct thread version. So if you want to use it on precision rifle, or if you just want to have the can as short and as light as possible, you can screw in and cinch down direct thread. So then we've got a direct thread mount. And we also have several other mounts that are coming out to interface with other popular flash hiders and muzzle brakes that are in the industry. This also means that you won't ever be obsolete with the Saker by a mount. The interchangeability of the mount means that if I come out with a newer, better, or different mount next year, you'll simply be able to buy the mount and attach it to your Saker. So it just gives you peace of mind knowing that you're never going to be obsolete by the mount. So that's the MAAD mount system. One of the other things that's really unique about the Saker is the Hoplon blast baffle. We have found that particularly on SBRs and machine guns, blast baffle erosion is a big consideration for a silencer. And that's why most manufacturers don't necessarily like you to use them on SBRs, because they will wear a silencer out faster. So the Hoplon Baffle, when we set out to R&D it, we wanted to have the toughest baffle stack that a guy could get. And the Hoplon Baffle was designed from the ground up to minimize blast baffle erosion. And we thought we could do that one of two ways, or both. One was to find a newer, stronger material. The other was we thought we could make some improvements through improved geometry. So we did both. We changed the geometry. A typical blast baffle is a cone that faces the muzzle. This is sort of an inverse cone, so it goes the other way. We found through the geometry change, we were seeing up to a 60% improvement in erosion with a material that we knew would erode quickly, just straight stainless steel. we found similar performance to Inconel with stainless by the geometry change. So then we set out to find a new material, and we actually did find a new material, which we're still trying to come up with a name for. But the new material is actually stronger and more abrasion resistant than Inconel at temperature. So between the two of them, we're seeing unbelievable blast baffle erosion, and allows us to warranty the Saker on 10 inches as it sits today. And I suspect that that'll probably get shorter as we get through more and more advanced torture testing on the blast baffle. The Hoplon blast baffle also is designed to redirect gas on the backside. So not only does it protect itself, but it protects the baffles, the cone baffles that are behind it in the stack. And the entire stack is made of our new material. So toughest baffle stack on the market, and the best baffle stack on the market for blast baffle erosion, SBRs, and machine guns. It's just tough as nails. One of the other things that's unique about the Saker is the front. Most baffle strikes will occur on the exit aperture of a centerfire rifle silencer. You'll see just a little kiss right there in the front. We wanted to make the front modular as well, and so what we came up with was an interchangeable front cap that also was somewhat sacrificial. So if you were to get a strike on this front cap, instead of sending the silencer back and having to cut it and re-weld a new front cap on it, now with the tool that comes with the silencer, you can simply unscrew the front cap, and that's the actual silencer right there. It's got a large exit aperture, and this is an interchangeable aperture. So if you get a strike on this, it's, as I said, essentially sacrificial. Throw it away, put a new one on it. You don't have to send it back and have me cut your can and hold it for a long time. So you keep your can around for longer. This also opened up the front for the use of other accessories, and we had a lot of requests from some of our military customers, friends, consultants, that were telling us that a lot of guys were going away from using suppressors on SBRs because they were still flashing, and the flash suppressor was actually more effective than the silencer was at suppressing flash over extended firing schedules. So we wanted to come up with a silencer that had a front cap that could be replaced with a flash hider front. So we came up with this, and this is the Trifecta flash hider end cap. So now we've got the first silencer out there that has a modular front that's capable of accepting other accessories, and you can expect a lot more. This new front has got us thinking in a lot of different directions, so we can actually put many different accessories on there. And some of them will be just for fun, kind of novelty things, but a lot of them, like the flash hider, are going to have real-world practical applications, things that are going to make a difference in silencers and things that you've never seen in a silencer before out here on the front. So those are really the three things that really make the Saker unique in the market: MAAD mount, Hoplon stack, and the interchangeable front caps. And that's pretty much what the new Saker is all about. Well done, sir.